I'd like to call to order the Village of Ashwaubenon Park and Rec Board meeting for Tuesday, December 16, 2025. Roll call, please.
Chris Zerbo.
Here.
Tracy Flukie.
Here.
Ron Mowerman.
Here.
Nancy Mackey is excused. Dean Hess.
Here.
Donovan Miller.
Here.
Mark Custodian.
Here. Okay, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, and please keep in mind our brave men and women are help keeping us safe here and abroad in this world. All right, action on the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Action on the minutes from October 21, 2025 Park Board meeting.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Motion and a second to accept. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Comments from the public must be limited to items not on the agenda, must state name and address, limited to 5 minutes. Board's role is to listen and not discuss the item. Personnel issues cannot be discussed nor individuals named. Board is not able to take action at this meeting. Is there anybody here for anything not on the agenda? Not on the agenda, nobody on the interweb, and we'll move on. Acceptance of written reports from 2025 Park, Rec, and Forestry Department reports. Anybody need anything we want to pull out of there and discuss?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to accept the written reports. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. 8A, consider, discuss, act on allowing alcohol sales for the third additional weekend tournaments at the Cornerstone Community Ice Center. Rex?
Okay, hello everyone. Happy holidays. At the last park board meeting, we had Cornerstone and I believe Jibaha stop by to talk about potentially doing some alcohol sales at different tournaments. I believe how the park and village board left that was they would like to see how the first tournament went. So we have representatives here tonight from Cornerstone in the organization to let us know how the first tournament went. I know we had at least one park board member that visited the site. If I don't know if anyone else did. I know Nancy Mackey did. And took a look around, but I will let the gentleman from Jibaha and Don, whoever would like to come on up and just maybe give a little bit of a report on how the sales went at the first tournament. Not necessarily how much did you sell, but if there were issues at all with the alcohol being at the center.
Hi, Don Chilson from the Cornerstone. We didn't really see any major issues. No different than any other tournament that we've had out there, I don't think. Having it in its own separate room certainly helps out with the situation because things are contained in that matter. Other than that, I'm not sure what anybody else observed being out there. I know we had a big crowd because we did have 32 teams out there this weekend. So it was crowded in the rink. Does anybody have any questions or observations? Or Kevin, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't have anything to add. We thought it went well overall, and our staff said they received it well, and sounded like everyone behaved.
Have you got any items that you're gonna upgrade or change for your next ones?
What we'll do now is we've got to have a discussion with everybody who ran the tournament this weekend and see if it was worth the effort, if it was something that they want to continue to do. You know, it wasn't a huge moneymaker. Some people enjoyed having it there, you know, so the tournament committees will have to decide if it's something that they want to continue to use volunteers for. So that's going to be the main discussion moving forward.
You said there were
no major problems. Were there any
I
minor
shouldn't say,
problems?
we actually didn't have any issues that we had to deal with concerning the alcohol. We had other issues that we dealt with outside of, of parents. And, actually, the parents were all really well behaved all weekend. We had some coach issues.
Nancy Matke was at the tournament. She did send a correspondence, wanted to send this along. She says, I went out to Cornerstone on Saturday just to walk around. Signs for the beer garden were posted, and multiple signs were up stating that all drinks had to stay in the room. There was a modest offering of different drinks, nothing extravagant. There were maybe a dozen people in the room at any time while I was there. It was all very low-key and very similar to what I have seen at other venues that I've attended where alcohol is sold. And while I made only one visit, the whole vibe of the place was definitely emphasis on hockey and not the drinking. From what I saw, all of our requests were met by Cornerstone staff. Thank you, Nancy Mackey. Which doesn't surprise me, because like I've said before, those that know me have been involved with hockey for a long time, and it's just hockey's always just the focus, and the kids are. You know, the beer and the wine are just there if somebody wants to just have a glass or two.
I'd like to make a motion that we grant the permission for the next 3 sessions that they've requested.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to grant the allowing of alcohol sales for another weekend, additional weekend. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed?
Say, I just wanted to clarify, did you say what you're talking about, all 3?
All 3
Right?
weekends.
He said all 3.
For 3, I'm sorry. For 3 additional weekends, yeah, okay. For 3 additional weekends, so are we good with that modification?
Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
We have one opposed.
One opposed? Okay. So we have one, what do we have here, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, and 1 opposed? Okay. Motion carries.
Thanks for coming in to let us know.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, y'all.
All right, items for next agenda.
That's the shortest park board meeting we've ever had.
I think so, man.
Not over yet.
I do have a park board agenda item. I have been notified by the Ashwaubenon Swim Club that they would like to come to the January meeting and request additional spots for non-residents for their club. So
Okay.
we will have that on the agenda.
All right.
And I have a future, something I've been brainstorming about, at least the co-sponsored organizations that I deal with, providing an annual report to the board that, I'd probably likely be doing it on behalf of my 2 organizations, baseball and football, but just further, I make sure the olive branch is there, that that we're doing good, and we know that you're showing our gratitude and appreciation for you, but just a overall program report from us that I would like to fit into a agenda in the future that's not filled.
We would be happy to get that on, Donovan. Just let me know when you're ready for it, and we'll get it on a subsequent then meeting.
Sounds good, thank you.
All right, if there's nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion and a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.